All right, to all you out there that are trading the future markets and are kind of struggling with consistently being profitable, okay, on a month-to-month basis or even week-to-week, I know that you're trying to catch every trade that you can take based on, what's high probability versus what's not high probability. We'll talk about that today. But I want to share that with you because this could be, game changing for anyone out there who's watching this and trying to seek profitability into quarter four, meaning the fourth quarter of the year. Maybe first quarter you were profitable, second quarter you weren't, kind of up and down. Anyone out there struggling, having, one day doing good, the next day doing bad. You have to do this. You have to really seek out and find zones that make sense to actually trade. I'm talking about high probability trades, not low probability, okay? And one of the best tools you can use or things that I recommend is finding confluence. If you're just using one level of confluence in your trading and you don't have 2-3 levels of confluency, then what's probably going to happen is you're going to get stopped out, all right? Because the more confluence that you have on your side, the better off the trade is going to actually work in your direction, is what I'm trying to say. So if you're really looking to become profitable, day to day, month to month, week to week, and definitely by year end, being able to make a business out of day trading, or even if you want to do it part time to make some extra income. But at the end of the year, you're saying, hey, I just want to make sure I'm profitable and I can put something on the books, okay? And you should be doing that, each and every month and each and every year. Not kind of bouncing around, struggling, down 1 month, up 1 month, okay? You got to kind of keep record of, your profitability. How are you maintaining, as well? So what makes the difference of a high probability versus a low probability setup is going to be what I like to classify as an imbalance or gap resting back at the zone. Now, the number one thing that you need to understand first and foremost before you start taking any trade is which way is the market moving. If it's moving to the upside, okay, and we're bullish, then look for key areas of pullbacks. I trade supply and demand, so I'm looking for areas where there's aggressive pushes to the upside and the market's breaking structure. Number one, the trend is your friend, if you have ever heard that, meaning trading in the direction of your higher base chart, not your lower base chart, okay? This provides a means of confluence as well. If the market is pushing to the upside, okay, I should only be looking for pullbacks or retracements on my lower range chart to take trades in the same direction as my higher base chart. That's confluence right there, okay? Number two is that I like to see a breaker structure, okay? I must see that, meaning when the market is taking out previous levels, meaning if it's made a recent high and is pulling back to make a higher low, I wanted to see it take out the most recent high and break structure to the upside aggressively, right? Especially if we're moving to the upside to pull back to a key area of demand. I'm going to show you an example today of what I'm talking about, high probability versus low probability when it comes to looking at, zones, all right, of supply and or demand, okay? We see a bullish move to the upside, and we should know by now the market can transition or change, okay? Meaning change is course or path. Then it starts to make lows, lower highs, and breaking structure, okay? I talked about that in plenty of videos. This is a low that the market took out, but on the way down, we took out structure to the left, and we took out this area structure coming to the downside. Now, there is a zone here. There is aggressive selling. Remember I just said we're looking for where the market is taking out either a high if we're going bullish to the upside, meaning a most recent level in breaking structure, or a low where it's changed its course, made a low, lower high, and broke structure lower, taking out this area right here. If we break structure lower, then we should be looking for pullbacks to supply areas, okay? And high probability ones at that. Now, I'm not saying that low probability zones don't hold up from time to time, but it's a shot in the dark, okay? To be honest with you, it's 50-50 chance. Just like this one right here. This is a low probability zone. Maybe asking why. Take a look. As the market made this low, it retraced, right? Then it came down. It's basically made a lower high right here. Came down. The last pullback before it broke this area structure right here, we had this this bullish candle on the pullback right here. This candle right here, the second candle coming to the downside, broke below the bottom end of that bullish candle right there. So when it broke below that, it created a gap that's creating also a zone that made the run to the downside that broke this area of structure. So the gap's always going to be on this candle here that broke below the last, say, bullish up candle to the downside, where there's a swing being created coming to the downside that broke through this area of structure. Now, if the next candle, okay, after this candle here that starts to create the gap, or the gap is on, I should say, this candle here, if the wick of this third candle, say for example, in this example right here, does not pull back, okay, and fill to the bottom end of this box right here, then there's going to be a gap left on this candle right here, okay? All right. If it does, then that's going to be low probability. If it doesn't, then that's high probability. In this case here, this candle here, to include the wick, came back to fill to the top end, to the bottom end of that bullish candle and this zone I've drawn up right here. This is a supply zone. Because it did that, then it makes it low probability. If this candle just broke to the downside and continue running to the downside, and maybe pull back with the wick of a candle about, say like right here, there would be still a small gap on this candle right here back to the top end, the bottom end of that zone, which that would make it a high probability setup. So, confluence, listen to what I'm saying, is also finding the direction, waiting for a breaker structure, having confluence with, is there a gap or imbalance resting back at the zone? That's going to give me confluence as well to want to look for opportunity to take a trade. The market does retrace to the zone, but you can see what happened right here when it got back to the zone because it's low probability here and the gap was already filled prior to the market pulling back to the zone. Look what happened here. They got there, they broke above that area there, or, they are breaking, how should I say it? They're breaking deep into that actual zone right here, and they actually took it out because they broke above it or wicked above it right there. So once they break at the back end of a supply area or the bottom end of a demand area, I'm no longer interested in that zone at all, especially if it's low probability. Now, this is a high probability setup right here because they were bearish to the downside, but then they started making highs, higher lows, breaking structure higher, creating this demand area right here. And this is a high probability because this candle pushed to the upside and there's a gap attached on this candle right here back to this demand zone right here. So when this bearish candle comes back and taps into the zone, I would be basically looking down at my lower range chart to find opportunity to scalp going long to the upside, okay? Because I marked my zones to start with off of a higher range chart when I'm using the multi-chart confluence strategy that I talk about here, which is very simple here on the channel. So much, guys, in the video content, especially if you are an elite or an ultra elite supporter of the channel, which I'll talk about at the latter portion of the video. So stay tuned and watch the video content. That's where I go into great detail about trade setups, about the breakdown of the trades that I actually take and post over on our Discord community. And by the way, the Discord is free for anyone that wants to join. The link is down in the description. But I break the trades down that I post to that community, whether you're an elite or an ultra elite, because I go over in depth market structure, price action, stop loss placement, profit target areas, and the setup itself, meaning if it was a supply or demand zone and why I took those trades, so that the more you watch that video content and understand the trade breakdowns, you slowly start to educate yourself on the purpose and the reason of why the strategy works, how it works, and looking for areas of confluence in which you can take the trades from when you're back testing and studying, studying definitely, but back testing and forward testing, okay? You want to look for high probability setups, all right? Not low probability setups. That's going to make the difference of you really, if you're moving into the fourth quarter and you're not profitable, it can make your next quarter become extremely profitable if you are taking your time and being patient and looking for those high probability setups and scratching through the ones that are low probability, okay? So again, the market is changing up, down, higher, low, breaking structure, coming back, demand area right here. Look for an opportunity to go long off of, right? So pay attention again to whatever you're using as your higher chart, whether it's a range-based chart, because I trade range charts, or a time-based chart. All right. So to me, looking at the market right now, they're testing the top end or the top end where there's a high resting right here. Will they break through this area? I don't know. But right now they are pulling back to this demand area. They could break higher just as well. But we'll have to see what the market has to give. But anyways, like right here. If you take a look right here, this was a high, low, broke structure. We're already bullish to the upside. Pulls back, high probability setup right here, okay? Because we got a gap attached on this candle right here. So because this candle right here broke above this area structure, this is a breaker structure higher. Pull back to this demand area right here. When we get, I'll move down to our lower entry chart, okay? I'm looking for rejection. So I'll mark the zone to start with off the higher range chart and then scale down to my lower entry chart, my 24 range chart, to look for rejection to take the trade going long, okay? With confluence and rejection back at the zone, on the lower range chart. Okay, I'm just not jumping into it off my higher range chart. I'm not saying you can't, but trust me when I say this, if you do this and you do not have the capital or the money to really weather the storm, because each one of these candles here on the 120 range chart are 30 points. Okay, so you could get stopped out very quick if you don't have the capital to weather that storm. So that's why I like to use, top-down analysis, using multiple charts, finding confluence, marking up my higher base zone, and then scaling down to a lower base zone to find a equivalent. If this is a demand setup on my higher range, I'm looking for a demand setup on the lower range to take the trade out of the higher range zone, but on a lower range chart or a lower range demand setup to go in the direction with the higher range chart. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. All right, so that's what I'm trying to say right there, is look for the high probability setups where there are imbalances or gaps at the actual zone. But again, the most important part is getting the direction of the market correct first. You do not want to be trading when the market is overall bullish on a higher range chart and then trying to scalp going short on your lower range chart. Because take a look at, if there is a demand setup resting right below on a higher range chart and you're trying to short into that area of demand off of a higher range chart, you mean you're taking a short on your lower range chart, but it's a higher range demand zone and we're already bullish. Why would you do that? Because if you do that, then you should know the higher range chart holds precedence and it holds, a lot of weight. So if it taps into that demand zone and you're trying to go short on your lower range chart, you're gonna get stopped out because there's a lot more power, strength off of a higher range zone, demand zone, than there is on a lower range chart. So take the trades on your lower range chart in the direction with the higher range chart. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you're a first-time viewer here on this channel and you're looking for, still trying to find a strategy or a system that's going to work, there's a private community, okay, that's part of this Discord channel and community here on YouTube on the channel. You can become an elite member or an ultra elite. So basically what you're receiving, let me break this down for you, is the trade breakdown videos, okay? My video playlist and the market structure video. Anyone that's that's struggling with market structure, I give like a 45-50 minute long video, I believe it is. That's just very detailed, covering structure of the market and breaking down structure if you have a hard time understanding that concept. Now, the trade breakdown videos, there is video at the video content to where if you join the Discord, it's free. The link is down in the description portion of the video. You can join it and come over to the trading floor. You'll see where I'm posting like my trade entries as well as other individuals that are community members. They post their trades too. But I go back and I break the trades down, spend quality time making video content, breaking down the trades, walking you through my mindset, letting you know why I took that trade, what did the structure look like, why did I engage in taking that trade because of price action and structure, and talking about where to place your stop loss, profit target, just giving you the full rundown of my thought process behind each one of those trades as if you're sitting right next to me. I believe the biggest means of showing people and educating them is creating video content like this. I mean, because you can go back and rewatch the content as well. But the biggest thing is really putting the time in, the homework in, to see if the system or strategy is going to apply to you, just like it does for a lot of other people who are part of this community. There's a testimonial section that on the Discord you can click on. You can see that people are using the same exact strategy, passing challenges with prop firms or using their own personal capital. So the system really works. It's just, how you are able to, read and decipher the markets, okay? Because my perspective of how I read the markets may be different than yours. A lot of people, again, may have learned something in the past that doesn't work and they're trying to still hold on to it. I had to start with a fresh start many years ago because I thought I was understood and knew how to trade the correct way, but it was market structure that I failed at. So that's why I go into so much great detail within the video content for the private community for those that want to become an elite or an ultra elite, because that's where the blueprint or the cornerstone to really how I trade is broken down when I break those trades down and provide you that content, because I go in great depth again about structure, price action, stop loss placement, profit target areas. So the choice is yours if you want to become an elite or an ultra elite. But if you do, with the elite supporters, you receive all the trade breakdown videos, the video playlist, video playlist, as well as a great video that I cover surrounding market structure for anyone struggling with that, concept. Okay, that's very, very important. It's the basis and foundation of being able to read the charts the correct way. So again, that's very inexpensive. The link is down in the description portion of the video. If you want to take it one step up and become an ultra elite, you receive everything I just discussed, plus the live recorded trading sessions, videos that I post, and market recap videos when I post those from time to time. But again, the choice is yours as far as which one you want to actually choose. The link is down in the description portion of the video. It's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. Once you click that, give it about 2 seconds, and you'll see to the left-hand side a 3 different tiers basically will pop up. Choose either the second, the elite, or the ultra elite. And if you click on each one of them, you'll see the perks and rewards that you receive for each tier. Okay, it's all through YouTube. So, they handle and manage the tiers, from on their end that I set up just to make sure everything's safe and secure for any individual that wants to sign up, okay, and become a supporter and receive all that additional, basically the blueprint to how and the strategy how I actually trade myself, okay? All right, and I would spend time watching the videos on the channel just as well, but I'm just telling you to get the extra, scoop and the inside behind the closed curtain, information surrounding the strategy itself, the system. You may want to become an elite or an ultra elite. It just depends on you, okay? I'm not telling you have to. But anyways, outside of that, that's all I have, guys. I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch the video content, for one. If you haven't taken the time to subscribe to the channel, please make sure to sub by clicking the sub button down below. Make sure to turn your post notifications on. That's important by clicking the bell. And last but not least, if you found value in today's video content or any other videos or all the videos here on the channel, please make sure to drop a like on this video right now. Take care. I'll see everyone in the next one.